Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of TNFNU, and that's not how I like to open up this. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC and another edition of TNFNU thoughts and feelings and updates. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe and turn the notifications on, because if you are a fan of small fixed blades, you're going to want to get on my books. And the only way to get on my books is to get that notification from when I drop that video. But anyway, welcome to TNFNU, where I get to talk to you guys about some of my thoughts and feelings that are going on for the week, and then share with you some of the project updates that I have going on in the shop. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is something that came up earlier this week, and something that I totally love being able to do. Now, you guys, if you've been following along for quite some time, you know I haven't been making knives for very long. I'm still fairly new and I'm still learning. But I think even if you've been doing it 30, 50 years, whatever it is, you're still learning the trade. You're still learning things. And if you stop learning, you just don't get any better. And it kind of hurts what your product is. But I've only been doing it for a couple of years now, and every time I do a build, I learn something new, or every time I get around other makers or I pick their brain on things, then I learn something new that I can take back to the shop and try on my next batch of knives or knives that I'm working on. And it makes me a better maker. I like going to small social gatherings to do those types of things. I'm not big on big crowds. I'm not big on a lot of travel, which is why I'm kind of more of a homebody. I like to just kind of be by myself in my shop with the family and keep a low profile. I don't know how I'm doing this, but and do small little things. Like if I'm going to do a barbecue, 10 to 12 people, cool. We're going to hang out. We're going to do that. Going to Blade Show where there's hundreds or thousands and tens of thousands of people, and it takes you 2 days just to get to one booth. Nah, I'm good. I'll stick with my small shows and small events that are going on, and that's kind of what I'll stick with. But I'm fairly new to all of this, but I still like to go to small gatherings and learn everything that I can. And then on the flip side of that, I like to take that knowledge and pass it on to other people. Recently, somebody was asking how on my knives I get that nice line from where the bevel ends and the flats begin. I don't really have one of my knives out here to show you, but I'll show you on this one. This is a great example. This is my Jim Honey Shriek. And you can see it has the nice polished finish, and then it goes to the raw finish of the steel, which he actually polished up a little bit too. But how do you get that nice line? So it was something that I struggled with early on, where there wasn't that defined line and it kind of faded off and it kind of looked a little weird. So I was able to share that with some people. I use these EDM stones. I shared it on a live stream the other day with Keith the Knife Freak, so I hope, Keith, you're going to use those. But I use those, and then my little Dremel tool with the rod, and I cut a piece of a slit in that rod to slide sandpaper in to get my bevels nice and smooth. And that works. And those are little hacks that I like to pass on to other people, because it wasn't something that I thought of, but it was something that somebody taught me or somebody showed me, and I take that and I can pass that on to somebody else. Because that's what this hobby, this craft, this community is all about. If I'm struggling, well, I want to help you. Tell me what you're struggling with, and then I can maybe tell you what I do, and then maybe it'll help you in your making. In the end, everybody does well, because the maker does well. You as a consumer, if you are a consumer, as I'm a consumer, get to buy knives that are quality knives and they look even better. So, it's easy for me to just pass that information forward, and it's just going to do nothing but make our community stronger. And it's all about that education of being a better maker. We're all growing, we're all learning, we're all trying different things. And I think that's probably what it's all about. And for me, it was great. Even though I haven't been on here making very long, I'm able to pass some of the things that I've learned and I'm excited about onto somebody else, because when you see it get put in motion and all of a sudden you see your product getting better because of that, then it's a great feeling. So I like being able to pass that information on, and I like being able to hopefully help these people become better makers. Not that I'm perfect, not that I'm really good at being a knife maker, but I'm enjoying what it is. And just the fact that I can look at myself and be like, yeah, you're a knife maker, that alone is kind of mind-blowing. I have books, I'm opening books, I'm selling my books, I'm selling knives. My Etsy store is almost nothing on it because everything that I make is selling before it gets to go to the store. I never thought I would be in this position. It's still kind of mind-blowing to me, and I'm still just trying to keep up, but I've been keeping myself so busy, I haven't really had time to think about it. But when I do think about it, it's kind of like, what's happening right now? Because a year ago, it was, I'm just going to make this in my garage. I'll make a knife, put it on Etsy. Maybe it'll sell, maybe it won't, but I'm just going to keep doing something that I enjoy to do. And now it's turned into what it is now, where it's taken a life of its own. And the channel alone has taken a life of its own. And you guys have been so supportive. It's just awesome. So I like to be able to pass that information forward. I like to be able to share what I know with somebody else. Maybe it'll make them better or help them in some way. So that's kind of something that came up today, and I just want to be able to pass that forward to you guys and the community, other makers, so that we all get better and we all start to succeed. And I just, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So, projects. So 2 of the March builds, the pistol and the bloom that were sent off for Peters for heat treat, they are coming back on Saturday the 6th. They will be back. And as soon as I get them back and I have time to get them in the shop, those are going to be my priority. So I've been really hustling, trying to get April's in a good start, because once those 2 come back, those are going to be my priority. So I want to make sure those are in good spots. So the pistol and the Tobiko, which are both in stainless AEB for April, were sent out for Peters, and they now have those 2 knives. So they're going to start the heat treating hopefully tomorrow, but who knows? It's been taking a lot longer. But then the other 5 that I have here at the shop, well, 6, but 5 of them I'm working on. I just got to heat treat them today, and there'll be a video coming out with this. I did document it. So all of those people who were like, wow, man, I wanted to see that, you're going to see it. It's just going to be, I'm trying to do a little bit more on that video. So I want to kind of document the cleaning up on these a little bit. But so you have the crow, and now they all have that forge scale on them. They're all icky, dirty, yucky. So I got to clean them all up again. But you got the crow. We got the pistol. Looking good. We have the Bloom XL. And the Flamingo. And finally, the pedal. So these guys have all been heat treated and tempered for one cycle. And then first thing in the morning, I'm going to temper them for their final cycle. I temper them at about 350 degrees for 2 hours. And I usually do 2 cycles of that. So 4 hours total. And that just gives me a nice hardness and toughness on those blades that I feel like they need. Based on all of the information that I have read, I'm shooting for anywhere from 58 to 61 HRC. So that's kind of the sweet spot that I want to be in with my blades. I don't have a way to test it, but I haven't had anybody really complain about heat treating that I've done. And I know that they're getting a temper because they start to get that nice wheat color in there beyond the Ford scale. So we are looking really good with those 4 or those 5. And then the Cheeto design, which now we're calling the Tordico, that one is still on hold. I want to get all of these guys done. I want to get March squared away, and then maybe I'll have time to work on this before the last 2 stainless for April come back. Then I can finish this one up. So I want to get that one done, and I want to get this one out the door, but those are priority. And I know Cheeto's not really ready, I don't think. I know he's excited because I see his other stuff coming out, but I'll get to it, my friend. I will get to it. Also, earlier this week, I posted a video on the Yoktos and the Yokto packages. I just wanted to remind everybody that those are still there. And now at the time of that video, there was 2 and I sold another. And now I only have 1 left. Only 1 box left, and it is number 4, the stone-washed blade with the left-handed pocket sheath. So it has the left-handed pocket sheath meant to be pulled out with their left hand or put in the left front pocket. So, but it also has the Kydex sheath, and the Kydex sheath can be however you want. So if you're right-sided, right foot, whatever. So it just has the leather sheath that can't be used as if you're right-handed. I guess it could. You put it in your left pocket and then you can pull it out with your right hand like that. You could pull it like this. Like, it could be worked. It just goes in the left front pocket, which whatever. But anyway, that one is the only one left. So hopefully it'll go. If not, I think I have a buyer. If nobody buys it by the end of April, I think I might have a buyer, guys. So if you want it, you got to get it soon, because at the end of April, I might have somebody who's going to buy that thing, possibly. So, and then I can have all of them sold. It'd be kind of crazy. The original Yokto packages getting all bought and all sent out, which is awesome. So hopefully that will happen. What else do I have going on? That's about it. Not like that's enough. I also just got something in the mail today. Thank you, Jovan. You hooked me up with Wicked Industries and the Wicked Wax and the Wicked Clean. Now, the Wicked Clean is meant for like cleaning up the blade and the handles, etc., where the Wicked Wax is meant for protection. And I'm thinking of, I'm going to play with this stuff. It's all food grade wax. So I'm going to start using this on some of my knives, that when I'm done with them, before they go out, I'll wax them up nice and get them nice and protected. Especially some of the 80 CRV2 blades that are not stainless, they're carbon. So if I put that on the blades, they'll be protected. What I would like to do, and I'd love to get you guys feedback on this, is to be able to offer something like this in each purchase. I just have to purchase a bunch of it and then hopefully get it out. So I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on Wicked Wax, and if you think that would be something you would be interested in getting with your Aries EDC package. I think it's an awesome product for what I know, but I'm going to play with it a little bit before I make any jump on that. I just wanted you guys to know about what's going on. Future projects. So, once I'm done with April, there's one other design that I have promised to make somebody, but that person's not ready for me to do it yet. He wants a special steel and special handle material, but he's not ready to pull the trigger on what that is. And I've been designing, which is not what I should be doing, because like that video that I posted, you guys got to see every design that I did. And please go back and watch that because it's kind of a lot. So there's a couple things that I want to do before the end of the year. Number one is this project that I'm going to share with you. And I've shared this before, but I want to do it probably May or June. I would like to have this project done. What is this project, you might ask? I want to do I want to get some Damascus going. And I think the Tobiko in this nice raindrop pattern Damascus is going to be pretty cool. On top of that, if you think the Damascus with the mammoth molar scales, man, I want to do it. I want to do it so bad. It's going to be a lot of work. I've never worked with this stuff before. But I picked this up at a show in January. I shared it with you guys at that time. But I'm really excited about the opportunity to be able to use that Damascus with that material. That's going to be pretty awesome. If I can get it done and make it look good, it's going to be pretty sick. And if I do sell it, it's going to be pretty pricey. Just I don't want anybody to have a sticker shock when they see that, because that bar Damascus was a little bit more expensive than what I'm normally paying. And that handle material is far more expensive for those two little scales than anything else that I've ever gotten. So yeah, that's just a little teaser, because I really want to start that, but I have to get rid of all these other side projects and extra things that I'm doing and just focus on maybe the 5 monthly builds and then that. But it's a project and it's something that's going to get done. On top of that, I'm going to share this with you. I don't know why I shouldn't share this with you, but it's something that I was designing and playing with some designs, and I came up with something that you guys might like. Number one, so it's two designs. The first one is something that you guys always talk to me about, and that's a Tonto. Trying to come up with a Tonto. And out of all my designs, the best one that I might be able to switch in from a Tonto would be the Thorn. So I've been playing with trying to figure out how I could take that and make a Tonto. And I kind of have a good idea on that shape. So what do you guys think of that? I think that's kind of a work in progress, but I think we're getting there as far as that shape. I've been playing with a bunch of stuff with that. And you guys can excuse my crude drawings, but they turn into workable stuff. So I've been kind of playing with it. You can see the different shapes. I kind of like this top one. It's not like a full hard edge Tonto, but it's kind of a gradual one. And I kind of like it. I think it'll work. I definitely am not going to do any kind of compound grinds as far as like a different grind lines or anything like that for that. Plus, somebody brought up another blade shape and I was like, that might be fun. So forget that one. What about that? It's like a sax shape, Viking sax shape. I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. And you guys know what happens when I start to get a bug. It kind of starts eating at me and then it turns into a finished product. Because this is exactly what happened with the thorn or the talon. It was, I really like that shape. And then, boom, you have a talon. So maybe these two will be coming at you very, very shortly. What do you guys think? You think that's worth it? You think I need 2 more designs? I don't know. I don't think I do, but who knows? I like those, and I think they kind of fit in to what I do. A lot of people have been reaching out, and they want the big stuff. They want the crow. They want a pistol. They want something big. But you guys have to remember, I'm not really a fan of that stuff. I'll make it. It's cool. That's my wheelhouse right there. That's what I love, because in my heart of hearts, I know that's the blade that I'm going to be using on a daily basis. This is not going to be the blade that I'm going to be using on a daily basis. That. Pull it out, cut whatever I need, nice small package, and we're done. So something like that, or something like a rock hopper, that is the perfect size for me personally. On a daily. If I'm going camping or if I'm doing something where I think I'm gonna need to do something other than that, yeah, maybe a crow might come in handy, but that's not something I normally do. Just my opinion. So anyway, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think of those designs? Do you think it's worth it? Or should I just let it go and be done with it? What do you guys think of the Damascus project? You excited about seeing what that could turn into? I really am. I know some of my Damascus stuff has turned out before, and it turned out pretty good. And I think I might have to do a leather sheath again. Leather is not my favorite thing to work with, but that one might need a little leather pocket sheath. But I don't know. That's usually not how I like to carry my knives anyway. But anyway, that's what I got for you guys this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. Like or leave a comment. That choice is yours. Have a good one, guys.